Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of Do It Yourself Math. Today we're going to be studying fractions using dominoes. One of the easiest ways to use dominoes is to make a fraction model. Simply choose a fraction, flip it over, and draw a model that matches the fraction shown. Remember, it's helpful to show that fraction as each piece added together. Once you know what a fraction looks like, comparing fractions becomes easier. This is a great way to play a game similar to war. Each child flips two fractions. The child with the greater fraction gets to take both dominoes. Remember, drawing out a model helps you compare correctly. Once you can correctly compare two fractions, then it becomes a speed challenge. Turn 3 dominoes over and put them in order from least to greatest as quickly as possible. Whoever does it fastest wins. Equivalent fractions often are difficult for children. A great way to practice is to play memory. Have your dominoes placed out, ensuring that each domino has an equivalent fraction match. Turn 2 at a time, and when you find a matching pair, you get to keep them. And remember, if you're not sure if they're equivalent or not, use those models. To find equivalent fractions and even common denominators, understanding the value of a whole is super important. So find a game or a way in which you can just look for those dominoes that equal one whole. Understand the value of a whole, then finding fractions that are greater than 1 becomes super easy. Flip those dominoes over. Put the larger number as your numerator and the smaller number as your denominator. Practice adding them up, seeing the value of the improper fraction versus the whole. You can even use dominoes to do one of the most challenging things with fractions, which is finding fractions of a group. So start by pulling out a fraction you're comfortable working with. Next, come up with a number that you know is a multiple of your denominator. For example, 24 is a multiple of 6. If you're not sure about those multiples, pull out that hundreds chart and count. Once you have that number, make your equal groups that your denominator shows, in this case 6. Divide your 24 equally into those 6 groups and start those count boys. 6, 12, 18, 24. Ensure all your groups are equal and the full amount has been used. Now go back to that numerator. In this case 2, you need 2 of those equal groups, which each contain 4, and 4 plus 4 equals 8. So 2 sixths of 24 is 8. Practice this skill using multiple different dominoes. Finally, use your dominoes to practice those common denominator problems. Pull any 2 dominoes. Sometimes one of the denominators is going to be a multiple of the other, in which case you only have to convert one of your dominoes to an equivalent. And there are times when those dominoes will not be multiples of one another, in which case you need to make a multiples list. Find that common multiple, which in this case is 15. Convert your 2 dominoes to equivalent fractions that have the same value, add them up, and find that mixed number. That is your answer. Understanding fractions is so important in math, so get those dominoes out and keep practicing.